Good evening. Okay, I'm on the right one. I'm sorry, y'all. I had created a whole event for it and I'm looking up like why didn't my thing go together? But anyways, thank you for joining me tonight. Welcome. If this is your first time here, welcome back if you are a returning supporter. If you are on YouTube, if you could be so kind and hit that red subscribe button and go up to the community tab and vote for your favorite song that you want to hear me sing this coming Saturday for Saturday Night Vibes. If you are on Twitch, feel free to hit the purple follow button that's right there. Go ahead and hit that. I'm super excited about tonight's conversation, mainly because I have had an experience. uh, this week has been awesome for me. I'm just going to say this week has been awesome. I have come to the realization about a lot of things. I have walked into the exact place that I knew when I was younger that I wanted to be. It all makes sense in a minute. But I am so excited, um, mainly because I feel like we have 3 months. Well, it's October, November, December before, excuse me, before 2022 comes in, right? And I just figured, how about it's the last quarter of the year? So why don't I just come and share resources or how or tell you or give you tips and tricks on how you could change your life. Like I'm not like one of those spiritual gurus or anything, but this is just something that I some things I've come across, some things that helped me, some things that, worked, didn't work. I'm not saying that it's going to be the end all and be all for you, but what I'm saying is if you've been living your life the same way you've been living for the last 5, 10, 15, 20 years and shit hasn't changed, it's probably time for you to do something different. So let me get my disclaimers out the way. You hear me coughing. I'm not sick. It's just something that happens after since I've had COVID. I've had a cough. They said you're gonna have it for a minute. It might one day wake up and it's be gone, and I'm waiting for that day to come. Anyways, if you are here, you are giving me the permission to broadcast your face, your likeness, anything you type in the chat box. You are giving me permission to share that on my YouTube. So if you are not interested in being broadcast to multiple platforms across the world, I would like to encourage you to click away. There will be curse words, serious curse words on this channel, in this chat tonight. Um, if you are sensitive to curse words, I would like to encourage you to leave. I don't want you to leave, but if you are sensitive, you probably should leave because I'm gonna drop some F bombs, some A bombs. I'm gonna drop a lot of bombs. Um, and this is a safe space. So whatever you say here stays here. Well, of course it'll be on the chat, but it stays here. Like we're not here, I'm not here, and I don't tolerate any disrespect in the closet. Not at all. So if you come here and you have something to say it, but don't be rude or disrespectful because we're not riding like that at all. Not in 2021, we're not. Um, Tonight's conversation is stop running from yourself. I said it a few minutes ago. I'm going to do my part in making sure that everyone recognizes, yeah, recognizes the power that is within them. How do you figure you could do that? If I tell you about a fucked up situation, or not even fucked up, because what's to come, I'm gonna be sharing some super exciting things with y'all. But I want to share those things. I want to talk about my experiences and share those situations with the hopes that it encourages you to do better. It encourages you to look at your situation and say, hey, I could do this better, or hey, I'm doing a good job with this right here. Let me continue on. So tonight we're going to talk about stop running from yourself. What does that mean? You know that you have some things in the back of your head. I know you probably be like, damn, you keep talking about the back of your head because listen, have you ever had this moment, right? You ever had this moment where you be like, damn, this shit fucked up. You ever said that to yourself? And then ask yourself this, right? Think about that moment. This shit is fucked up. What did you do after that? Like, damn, this job is fucked up. They think they got me twisted. They think I'm about to come here and work overtime. This shit is fucked up, right? What do you do after that? Do you continue to punch in that clock so you can get that check? Or do you decide, you know what, I'm not taking this. I'm just gonna go ahead and start my own business. Like, what is the thing that you do? That's why we're going to talk about stop running from yourself. I know a lot of people, not a lot, we all have um tried to find our way through life with high time. I'm sorry, trying to find our way through life, gain our footing. Since being locked down and now we're out and all of these different restrictions and everything like that, we all just trying to find our way through life, to be happy, to have good health and money, right? But if we don't share our experiences, if we don't talk about our experiences, if we don't even address, accept, and acknowledge them, how do we expect to grow as people? Like if you are a parent and you're not willing to like be vulnerable with your child, that sounds so weird to say. If you're a parent and you're not vulnerable with your child and tell them like the things that you went through, instead of just like do this, do that. Like if you show them like, hey, I went to this party one time and my parents said don't go, but I went anyways, and this is what happened at the party, they will be more inclined to not go to the party. So tonight we're gonna talk about stop running. I should have just said it like that. Stop running. Like we all have problems. Um and instead of dealing with them at that very moment, we just toss them back there. Like you're probably watching right now. Like, yeah, I done tossed. You probably came to sit down on your TV or you got your phone and you was like, oh, it's dishes in the sink I could have washed. What you do? You took, I'll do that later. And then later it'll be tomorrow. And then you'll get up and be like, man, I should have washed the dishes last night. We're going to talk about all of that tonight because um, I'm on the journey of healing and self discovery. Oh, I should have said that at the beginning. I'm going to talk about me because I know me. I can't talk about you because I don't really know you, but I can just tell you my story and things that happen with me, and maybe you can find some commonality in between there. So let me tell you my story. I am on a journey of healing and self discovery. Now, at first, I was encouraging people to go on the journey of healing and self discovery, but let me tell you this, right? If you do not have courage, if you do not believe in yourself, if you don't love yourself, I don't want you to do this journey until you have that, right? I'm not saying that I had that in the beginning. I mean, I thought I did, but this journey definitely showed me that I didn't have, I definitely didn't love myself. But like it shows you a lot. And if you are not comfortable with being truthful to yourself, I know we feel like we be telling everybody else the truth, but if you are not comfortable with being truthful to yourself, look at yourself in the mirror like I'm looking in this camera. If you are not truthful, I mean, if you are not comfortable with being truthful to yourself, like you know you do not like green beans, but somebody come over and make you dinner and you eat the green beans just because you don't want them to feel bad, you are lying to yourself. If you don't lie, the one person you shouldn't lie to is yourself. That's the one person you shouldn't lie to. I mean, you shouldn't lie to other people either, but the one person you should not lie to is yourself. Because when you start lying to yourself, then you create this fantasy world, and now you're living in la la land, as they call it, la la land. You living in a fantasy world. So now your sense of thinking and seeing is work because you like, yeah, you ever been not okay, but you like, oh, I'm okay. Somebody asks you how you doing, you say, I'm okay. And then you be like, I don't want to tell them that I'm depressed, or I don't want to tell them that I don't got no food, or I don't want to tell them this. And why? Because you feel like they're going to talk about you, because you feel like they're not going to help you. Like, why is that? We're going to get to all of that during this conversation. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but I got dinner and convo. So I made some salmon and some wild rice. If y'all can tell, I was already kind of eating because I realized I started talking and I don't be eating, and I just set that over there because I'm kind of full. But tonight's conversation: stop running from yourself. If you know that you are living, this is crazy that I'm about to say this again. But if you know that you are living beneath your means, it's time for you to start running. I'll give you an example, right? I knew from a young age what I was supposed to do or what I was put on this earth to do. Like I knew that. Like I know what I'm here to do, right? And as I was growing, as I was learning, going to school, relationships, life just was like, I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to put the time in. I don't want to do the I don't have the energy. I don't want to do any of that, right? And then you know, the global fucking pandemic take over my life and then it was just like I don't say it like this, right? We look at problems or fucked up shit that you notice I said fucked up shit. We look at things that happen to us in our life as a negative. We get divorced or we have a breakup or we lose our job. We look at that as a negative. It's like I'm sad, I'm depressed because this shit has happened, right? I want to come or I'm coming tonight to encourage you to look at it as a positive or look at it from a different perspective, right? I know it might not be easy for you to look at it in a positive light, but I'm gonna help you out with this. I'm telling you, you're gonna walk away from this conversation with something. You're gonna walk away from it. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, I've really been through a tough time in the last year. And then I'm looking back. Let's see, I'm trying to say it with a straight. I'm looking back at the things that I went through in this last year. And I was like, um, I can see I can see where I lacked confidence. I can see where I didn't believe in myself. Like I can literally point back to the times, the days, and it was just like this process. I told you I know what I know what I'm here to do, right? This process, this last year has definitely given me the courage, the strength, the motivation, the inspiration to get to the passion. It like reignited my passion for where I'm supposed to be. So when I tell you to like look at your problems, like so you got laid off, right? Think about how many times you said you hated going to that job anyway. Think about how many times you complained because your boss got you fucked up. Think about how many times they really did not appreciate you, right? And now think about this opportunity. Like you ever go somewhere and be like, man, if I had the opportunity and then the opportunity comes and then you just sit in there like, yeah, because it wasn't what you thought it was gonna be, right? If you got laid off from your job, yeah, it's sad. You probably don't have the same income that you had before. But check this out, right? What if you look at it like now I have the opportunity to do more of what I really want to do. What if you want to start a book club or anything you wanted to start, right? What if that is an opportunity for you to start that? And I know you're going to be like, but I need money to do it in actuality. Yeah, you need money, but if you have the idea and you have the resources and you can communicate what you want to do to someone else who has the money, it's a win-win. You got time to build, to nourish, to commit. Like say you're a parent, right? And you just like, oh, I wish I had more time to spend with little Billy, Sarah, Raheem, whatever your child name. I wish I had more time to spend with my kids. And then you lose your job. And the first thing we think about is like, damn, I'm gonna lose my job. I'm gonna pay my rent. I'm gonna pay my buy food. I'm gonna get clothes. I'm gonna do all of these different things. Like that's like is lose your job. Does the things that you start thinking about, right? But what if you look at that? If what if you look at that and just be like, now I can spend more time with my kids. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find another job, or yeah, I'm gonna have to start a business. If you know me, I'm gonna keep saying start a business. Start a business. Legitimately start legally start a business. I'm gonna keep saying that. Cause for me, it's about independent, generational wealth. And that's what it's about for me. It's about legacy. Like if your kids sing you being positive, being productive, they will be positive and productive, whether you believe it or not. But what if you losing your job was the opportunity for you to spend more time with your kids or to start your own business or to just really figure out what you want to do in life? What if you only just took that job? Oh, I only took that job because it was paying $32 an hour. I don't like it, but the money is good. Like, even that, like doing things, I'm not, what I'm about to say is I'm not equating you to a streetwalker. If you know what a streetwalker is, you know what I'm saying. But people make fun of streetwalkers, right? But it takes a lot of I'm not one. I haven't been one, but I watched a lot of documentaries. But it takes a lot of drive and commitment to be a streetwalker. And most people be like, "Oh, they do it for the $40 holler," right? But if you think about that, right? They're committed to their job. If they don't like it, they don't do it. Here you are concerned about I don't have the money. It's money, money, money. But you don't like that job. Like, what part of your life was like, I don't like this, but the money is good. I don't want to do this, but the money is good. I want to encourage you right now. If that's you, if you are there, I want to encourage you right now to look at how did you become one of those people who will throw their feelings, throw their thoughts. You will put all of that on pause just so you can be about the money. What happened? When did that connection? Like I was talking to someone and they were like, um, if I had money, I'd be able to start my business, I'd be able to do this and do all of that. And I'm just looking like, but you got money. You got a really good job. What do you do with the money that you have right now? Oh, that ain't enough money for me to start no business. I'm sitting here looking like you trying to tell me that's not enough money. I started a business with nothing. I had an idea and I was like, let me test it out. And I tested it out and it was like, it'll work. So now let me put my idea on a piece of paper and present it to these different people. And the different people was like, oh, this is a good idea. What do you need? Not one time was I asking for money. I didn't say I need money to do this. I was just like, I need the resources. Like I told you, if you are trying to start a business, if you are trying to start a business, do an album, YouTube, stream on Twitch, whatever you're trying to do, if you're like, I don't know where to do it. Hi, my name is Chelle, or better known as Chelle or Midwsthumnbrd. I can help you. And if I can't help you, guess what I'll do? I'll point you in the direction for you to get help. That's where it's like, stop running from yourself. You know that you are talented. You know that you are smart. You are brilliant. You could probably sit at home and take a computer apart and put it back together and it worked perfectly. But you don't want to do that because you feel like I need to get this money right now. You're not thinking about tomorrow, the day after that. You're thinking about like right now, like literally right now today. What can I do to get money right now? And I used to think I used to think that was my problem because I don't think like, how do I get this money for today? I think like, because when I think of money, I don't even think money. I think relationships. I think network. I think longevity. That's what I think. I don't want to just have money for today. I want to do something where I can have money for as long as I'm alive, as long as the people around me are alive, like that money will continue, like the generational wealth we be seeing other people have. It starts with us. It starts with us. And if we can look at our problems from a different perspective, oh, um, I don't know how to look at somebody cheating on me differently. If you were in a relationship and you weren't happy and you were looking for a way out and you just so happen to be cheated on, that's your way out. I know you probably don't want to hear that. I'm kind of shocked I even just said that. That's your way out. I know it's probably gonna hurt. Your boo not there. You gonna be sleeping alone. I know. I get it. But guess what? We don't want. We don't want to be. We don't want to be hurt. We don't want to experience pain. We don't want to experience none of that stuff. We just want rainbows and sunshines. That fictional, imaginary world that we created, where we don't. Ain't nobody gonna hurt us. Nobody gonna hurt us. Nobody gonna take advantage of us. That's the world we live in. We created that. We get hurt one time or multiple times. We get lied to a bunch of times. And then it's just like, I'm just going to create this. Ain't no motherfucker going to lie to me. Ain't no motherfucker going to take advantage of me. Ain't nobody going to treat me like shit. Ain't nobody. We got a whole ain't nobodies. And then that caused us to start running. We smart. Like, think about it, right? If you a parent and your child is like the class clown. That's what they used to call it back in the days. I don't know if they still call it that. But your child is the class clown, and they at school making people cut, laughing and joking and everything, and then you getting calls, and you're like, wait a minute, you're smart. Why aren't you at school? Why you not doing your work? Why you not being productive? My mother used to say that about my brother. She used to say, like, he's not being challenged at the school. He's not. And so it's like maybe your child isn't being challenged, or maybe that's how they cope with, whatever. I was watching, or not watching, I was reading Will Smith GQ documentary or article, and he was talking about how make people laugh, making people laugh or making people smile was his way of knowing that he was okay. Can you imagine that? Hi, Trish. Can you imagine waking up every day just to make someone else smile, knowing that you're not comfortable with yourself, knowing that you have a lot of shit that you've been running away from, and you go outside of your house, and now your goal outside of your house is to make people smile. Can you imagine that? And then when you come back in the house, you lock that door, and then you put back on depression, you put back on sadness, you put back on all of those different things until the next day when you go outside and do it all over again. Stop running from yourself. Stop running from your problems. Stop running from your traumas. Stop running from your childhood, your teenage, your adult, your young adult. Stop running. Stop running. Stop putting the blame on everyone else. It's your fault. You the reason why I cheated. You the you the reason why I didn't get that job. You the reason why I didn't get that house. You the reason why my life is fucked up. Stop running. Sit down, and that room in the back of your head that you keep throwing stuff into, it's time to unlock it. We are in the third, it's the fourth quarter, but we are 3 months away from 2022. If you can look at January 1st, 2020, if you just, I'm not telling you to go all the way back your life. You could do that another time. Right now, we're just going to go January 1st, 2020. If your January if your New Year's resolution for January is to be like, oh, you have a vision board, you have anything, and you look at your life right now from January 2020 all the way until October 3rd, 2021. If you have not done anything to, if you have not done anything to build or upgrade your life, what have you been doing for the past year and a half? I know you probably like, shit, Shell. I was just trying to survive a global fucking pandemic. Me too. But guess what I've been doing? I when the pandemic hit, if you didn't look at this right, everybody had jobs, then nobody had jobs. Everybody was able to breathe, walk around, move around how they wanted to. And then it was just like people were dropping, people were dying left and right. And then people that didn't die have complications from an illness that we don't even know where it came from, how it got here. We don't even know. So, in a span of a year, everyone's life changed. The question for you is, did it change for the bad or the good? Stop running. If you know that you are not where you saw yourself January 1st, 2020, why are you not there? I asked someone today, or I said this, not asked, I said someone, I told someone, I said, I think if we as human beings had people around us to ask us this simple question, it would have, and tonight it is going to change the course of your life. How are you going to say that? Watch this, right? If somebody would have asked you, why? Why do you want to go to this party where there are no adults? Why? All of my friends are going, everybody gonna be there. My mom used to be like, if those kids go jump off the bridge, is you gonna jump too? That's not telling everybody to jump off the bridge, but it's the analogy that she used. And I was like, no. Then why, if they're going to a party, do you want to go to the party too? Why? Why do you work at a job that you know that you hate, that you complain about every day? Maybe you do complain every other day. Maybe you complain once a month. You know you don't like that job. Why do you continue to go there? If your baby mama or baby daddy get on your nerves to the highest extent, why are you still with them? If your family has treated you like shit, if you are the black sheep of your family, why do you continue to subject yourself to being in their presence? Why? I feel like if more people ask the question of why, that will cause us to have to think about, wait, why do I do that? You can you could come back with things like, well, I need money, or they're my family and I'm supposed to love them, or we have a kid together, or we can create so many different excuses as to why we can't be the people that we need to be. It's always either money or somebody else. Why? I'm tapping my fingers like why? Like somebody asked me, why do you do YouTube? Why, when the situation happened, did you get off of YouTube and heal? I said, because I wanted to see somebody heal. Like I literally wanted to watch somebody like heal. Like heal. Like what does healing look like? Like what is healing? What is it? And then I say, you know what? I want people to see, right? I'm not a role model. I'm not like a celebrity. I kind of am in my own head. But anyways, but I wanted people to see like what it's like to actually be hurt and to actually like not just allow it to consume me, but to get through it. I'm not over it. I don't, how do you get over losing somebody you love? I don't know how you get over it. Like my grandmother died when I was 15 and I still have moments where I just be like, damn, the love, the lady who taught me the essence of love, the lady who taught me how important it is to use your words is no longer here. But guess what? I have those memories of her and the things that she taught me, and that helps. Mhm. Mhm. It definitely helps. Stop running. I do YouTube because I wish somebody would have said the shit that I'm saying to me. And no, I'm not a savior of the world, but if I could say anything that helps you know that you are not alone, anything to help you know that you deserve better, anything to help you know that you can obtain it, you can. Your mama probably said you ain't gonna be shit, you just gonna grow up and be like everybody else in the hood. She lied. You can't call that them people mama a liar. Listen to me. Listen to the words. Let me. Your mother lied. You are far greater than anything that they have ever seen. They being your family, your siblings, whoever told you you cannot strive for that, you can. They were just putting their fears of you being more successful than them onto you. If I tell you that you can't do shit, what you gonna do? You gonna either prove me wrong, try to prove me wrong, or you gonna not do it. You know what? They right. I don't know why I would think that I could start a business. I mean, who am I? I barely graduated high school. I can't even keep my goldfish from dying. we start going into that. But if you clear that out, that's why you got to, this right here in the back, you got to clear that out. You got to clear that out. Because if you haven't cleared this out right, you can get in a good ass relationship. You can get a good ass job. You can be in the best of situations, right? Like I be thinking, like when you see celebrities, right, and like there's no knock to celebrities, but you see like they have a drug problem and it be like a small drug problem, right? And then you throw millions or hundreds of thousands of dollars at them, and then what you think like, oh, they really cleaned themselves up. The reality of it is now they done upgraded to another drug that don't make them look like they was once looking. Money doesn't change. It just gives you more access to shit that if you haven't cleared that out, yeah, it stop running and clear that out. All that shit that you tossed back there, your mama telling you that you a dumb. I don't feel right saying that. Your mother or your parents telling you that you won't be successful, or you'll never make it out the hood, or you will never get married, or nobody will ever love you, or even your baby mama, baby daddy telling you that you will never find a love like me. You will never. Whoever said never, I don't want you to do it to prove them wrong. I want you to do it to prove to yourself that you are capable of doing it. Be confident. And I'm telling y'all this because whew, I am telling y'all this because this year I discovered a lot about myself. I discovered that I didn't love myself as much as I thought I did. Now, see, this is where I'm saying you might take something from it. I didn't love myself as much as I thought I did because I was putting other people's needs in front of my own. I didn't have the confidence that I thought I had. Um, because when I was put in situations where I was supposed to shine and excel, I stepped back so somebody else can get that shine. Um, when I thought about situations where it was just like, you see somebody driving and you know that it's a pothole up there and you like, hey, it's a pothole up there. And everybody in the car speeding up and you like, hey, it's a pothole up there. I'm learning, you probably wondering like, why does she keep telling us to use our words? It's because I was using my words, but I was using them at a volume like this. And now, my beautiful family and friends, I am turning all of those that were once down, I'm turning them all the way up. And I'm gonna tell y'all how I know that I am in a place where it is working. I told y'all I knew who I am and what I'm supposed to be doing. Um I had stopped doing all of that. Like I literally stopped. Like people like, how do you just stop drinking sodas after you've been drinking sodas for so long? How do you just stop? When you make up in your mind, I'm sorry, I keep pausing because I have to burp and I don't want to burp on the mic. When you make up in your mind that you are no longer going to accept mediocrity, that you are no longer going to accept what is beneath you, and you walk in your power. I said, I want to be in a position where people come to me, where I don't have to go out and say, "Hey, look at me. This is what I do." I want to be in a position where I can sit at home in my house, and someone refers someone to me, and they call me, and I can decide whether I want to work with you or I don't want to work with you. And I said that at a time where I was really not confident. I really didn't have any luck. I said that over there, and then I went through some situations and I went through this last situation. And fast forward, here I am, where the opportunity for people to refer people to me, and then I decide if I want to work with you or not. And now I'm not like, I don't want to work with you. I don't think it's good. I'm like, I don't think it is a good fit for us to work together, but I'm not even just going to shut you down right there. I'm going to refer you to someone who can help you. So even though I'm like, this not a good fit. I'm sorry, I thought about the song last night. This not a good fit. Here is somebody that can help you. I'm not taking on other people's problems now. I'm not taking on other people's burdens. People not guilting me into like, Oh, come on, you the best to do it. You know, that's what they call gaslighting. I know I'm the best to do what I do, but at this point, let me tell you, at this point in time, in my 41 years of living, I'm not carrying around nobody else's shit. None. I stopped running. I cleaned out the back, all the shit that I threw back there. I cleaned it out. So now I got a bunch of space. Like I got a fucking 15-bedroom mansion in my head. Not really, but y'all know what I'm saying. I got a lot of space. I'm happy. I'm good. I started to think, I said, so many times shit happened to us and we dwell on the fact that that shit happened. We dwell on the pain. Hold on, sorry, I just had a moment. Stop dwelling on. See, I have to have a notebook here because when I be talking, things be coming in, and I'll be like, "Oh, that'd be good song lyrics." Or that would be a good motivation Monday. So right now I done got wrote down a whole bunch of things that I was thinking that could be good for motivation Monday. But we need to stop running. You not I'm gonna tell y'all, ooh, this week I realized so much stuff. Um, sorry. I forgot to say a disclaimer. I may get emotional in this too. Um, so this week, I don't know what day it was, but it was this past week. I was doing a live and I was like, I am spoiled and I am stubborn, right? And I cried because I was just like, damn, I really am spoiled. Like you kind of like know, but then you don't really want to admit it. But I was like, damn, I am spoiled. And I was like, damn, I am stubborn. And then I thought about, as soon as I said stubborn, like images or situations in my life where it was like, yeah, I'm stubborn, but had I not been stubborn in these different situations, I probably would not be alive. You probably wouldn't see me right now. And that's how serious that it is. And I started to think, and I'm sitting here and I was just like, um, if I didn't have the confidence that was restored in me after all of this shit happening, if I didn't have that confidence, I probably wouldn't be able to do the shit that I'm doing right now. Like, if I would have just like what if I would have just took this past year and was just like, "Oh my god, I got broke up with, I got cheated on. Oh my god, I don't know how I'm going to live. I don't know what I'm going to do with my life." I definitely know I would not be where I'm sitting at right now. Now, let me be the first to say, I am not in a I'm not in a place where I'm just like, "Yeah, that shit was." I'm not there yet. I know one day I will get there. Right now, I'm not there, but I'm gonna tell you where I'm at. I'm in a space where it was like, um, we both have different journeys. And I'm speaking in the sense of the other person that I was with. We both have different journeys. I can't be mad because she decided to go and explore her journey. I am grateful. I am truly grateful that she decided to do that. Now, did I cry? Did it hurt? Yes, in the beginning it did. And then, like I said, if you look at the problems, it was a problem. If you look at it from a different perspective, and I say, you know what, now I have time to just focus on me. I didn't have that time before because I was trying to make sure everything was good. We was good. I was doing too much, wasn't really caring for myself. I was too busy. But now, having said to myself, like, you know what, I don't want to carry around anybody else's baggage. I don't want to do any of that. Now I'm just like, that was one of the best decisions I've ever made. I could have just sat and cried. I could have. I could have just sat and not did anything. But I chose to be better. I chose to do what is best for me. And what is best for me is living. Living to the point where I am undeniable. And right now, in my life, I am undeniable. And I said, I literally just had a conversation before I went live. I went to the store to grab something to drink. And someone was like, you know what, Chelle, I really feel like you held yourself back. And I was like, I did. And they was like, wow, I didn't think that you was going to say that, but why do you feel like you held yourself back? And I said, because I put everybody else in front of me. It's so different. I don't know if it works like that for you, but with me, I can know something, it'll be cool. But the moment my ears hear my mouth say it, oh, that reality for me is a lot. It's heavy. It's heavy. So on my trip from the store to the house, I was just like, holy shit, I made the conscious decision to dim my light. I made the conscious decision to turn down who I was so that other people will be okay in my space. October. October of 2020, I decided to go on a journey of healing and self discovery. I decided to stop fucking running. I've kind of was already doing that before, but I officially decided to stop fucking running. I'm like, I'm 40 fucking years old. I've accomplished everything I set out to do, but something is missing. Something is missing. And the more I went on the journey, the more I realized that something that was missing was me. I'm missing. I'm just existing in a world. I'm not doing what I want to do. I'm not loving the things that I want to love. I'm not being who I was put on this earth to be. I'm just existing. I became Shell. I became I Shell. That's my name, if you're wondering. I Shell is my name. I became I Shell the day I said, I'm going to go on a journey of healing and self discovery. Stop fucking running. Like I would deal with stuff and then it was like, you know what? I got too much other shit to do. I ain't have shit to do. I just was tired of dealing with shit. But when you experience a lot of shit in your life, you're gonna deal with it. I had got to the point where in the back of my mind, I had threw so much shit back there. Now it's just like, oh, it's overwhelming. Like if you ever was like, um, it's Monday, right? And he was like, you know what? It's just Monday. I could just let the floor get a little dusty, or I don't have to fold those clothes up right now, or put the clothes, whatever, right? It's something small at the beginning of the week, right? And then you get to Friday, you get to going, your life gets to going. You got to go to work, you got to go to church, you got to go to Bible study, you got to do whatever you get to do, and then you get to Friday, and you're like, dang, I didn't do the laundry. I didn't wash the dishes. I didn't write that proposal. I didn't do my assignment. Whatever it is, right? If you keep putting it off, you see how it get bigger instead of just getting smaller. So what I have come to understand is the moment something happened, if I deal with it at the time that it's happening and I process it, I accept it, I acknowledge that it's there, and I adjust, it works better for me. And you know what it does? It also keeps that room in the back of my hair, it keeps it clean. It's my guest bedroom is what I'm calling it now. My guest bedroom is all clean and tidy. So if you want to come and visit, hey, it's there. And I thought to myself, I thought this too, right? I was like, if I was presented with the opportunity to like do it all over or change it, would I really not change it? Would I really, is that my real life thing? Or am I saying that from a place of no, I really, and I said to myself, I really wouldn't change it. I've learned so much in just 41 years of living that I wouldn't change anything. I wouldn't take any part of it back. I am grateful for every lesson that I learned because it helps me be the person that I am today, the person that I am walking into the fourth quarter of 2021 as confident, full of self-love, full of belief in myself, um, loved, um, just full. I'm so full. I'm made so much room. I stopped running. I started accepting, first you have to acknowledge. First you have to acknowledge the shit that is going on. You have to acknowledge, hey, I see you, you see me, we see each other. Then you have to accept. Yeah, this shit is fucked up. My job got me twisted. My manager just be called. It's my fucking day off. He gonna call me and ask me did I want to work, and I come in and they don't even appreciate the fact that they don't have to do that. We would like for them to do that, but they don't have to do that because at any point you could have said, "Hey, you want to come into work on your day off?" You could have said no, but you said yeah because you was like, "Man, now extra money would definitely help. I could do this or whatever." The reality of it is if we take the time and look at why we do things, I guarantee you our lives would be different. How do you guarantee that? Because once you ask yourself why am I not an entrepreneur right now? I got so many business ideas. I be helping my friends, my mama, my cousin, my brother. I be helping them start all that stuff. Why don't I have my own business? Why? Why do you want why do you want to get married right now? Well, we're in a global pandemic. We don't know what tomorrow's going. Why? Like, I think you should ask yourself why like 3 or 4. I want to say 5, but I'm gonna say 3 times because sometimes people be like, "That's enough." For asking myself that because when you really get to the root of why you want to do things, like if people start asking people, "Why do you buy furniture every year?" Like, isn't furniture supposed to last for some time? But are you one of those people that buy furniture every year? Or why do people buy TVs every year? Why do you buy a new car every year? Like are the things that you are invested in not of quality where they last for a long period of time? Or like I don't know, I just be having these questions and I be asking I'm not just coming here to tell you guys like, "Hey," I literally be asking the people around me like, "Why?" "Oh, I gotta get these new." "Why?" "'Cause it's gonna be fly." Okay, and then you get those and I was like, "Hey, man, I shoulda did." We always, "I shoulda did." Yeah, and then guess what happens? You get more money and you do the same thing that you just did, and then you hit me with the "I shoulda did." Artists be telling me all the time, "Yeah, Shell, I know I shoulda did." And then they get a little money, get a little more money. It's so many artists that got it's so many people. I'm not even gonna say artists. It's so many people that got so much money from the government over the last year and a half. I was like, hey, you should start your business. Now before people get money, they be ready to go on cruises, they be ready to do all that stuff. I'm gonna start a business, I'm gonna do all this. But when they get that money, all of that go out the door. But then when that money gone, man, the next time I get some money, I'm gonna put it towards stop running. Stop trying to keep up with the Joneses. Who made that? Like, who said that? Who was like, "Hey, you out there trying to keep up with the Joneses? Why is not the Jacksons, the Johnsons, the Whites uh, keep up with the Joneses?" That's what I feel. Um, a lot of people do things just so that they can be mentioned in the conversation. Oh, that was a good. People just want to be mentioned in the conversation. Me, I don't care to be mentioned. I don't care. Y'all probably look at this like every time we see her, she got a t-shirt on. I'm in the fucking house. I'm not going outside right now. When I get ready to go outside, I would put on some outside clothes. I'm in the house. I'm comfortable. I'm right here. I'm talking to y'all. That's what it is. I'm coming comfortable. I'm not gonna be uptight. I'm not gonna be uncomfortable while I'm trying to talk to y'all and tell y'all to stop running. Or we gonna have a conversation about not running and I'm gonna be uncomfortable. No, because you're gonna look at me and be like, "Damn, she looks so uncomfortable." Look at me. I'm not uncomfortable. I'm actually pretty good. It's warm in here. Um, uh, this week is going to be great. My Amazon packages came in for my studio, my stream, so everything is getting the upgrade around here. I'm trying to tell y'all, like, stop running. The moment you stop running, your life will get better. It will. It so much will. The moment you stop complaining about that job and actually do something about it. Stop complaining about your baby mama, baby daddy, and actually do something about it. Put your foot down. If y'all join if y'all joined me last night, um, I'm just drinking peachy peach. I don't drink nothing else but peachy peach. Um, if y'all joined me last night, I got a new series that I'm gonna start doing, and it's called um Songs That Make You Say What. That's what it called. Last night, that's what it's called. Last night, I was supposed to sing Kiss and Say Goodbye. I was supposed to sing it. I was actually singing it. And then I was listening to the lyrics and what the man was saying, and he basically said, I'm still gonna do an analogy of this on. That's gonna be my first one. He basically was like, "Hey, come over. Um, I got something I want to tell you." So I guess the lady came, like he's having a conversation with her. The lady came, he was like, "Hey, what we've been doing here is wrong. I have obligations and let's just kiss and say goodbye." And I was like, "Oh, that's bogus." And then he goes on to say, "Let's just kiss and say goodbye. But before you leave, let me smash for one last time. And when we're done, you can get up and go. Don't look back. I want to see you leave. This is how I want to remember you as you're leaving." And then he said, as though he was crying, like he did the whole little thing as though he was crying. He said, "I'm going to miss you. I can't lie. Let's just kiss and say goodbye." I said I laughed. Now I was laughing when I was on the live. I was laughing, right? And then I thought, how many people in real life has experienced some stuff like that? Like they were sneaky linking, whatever you call it, sneak linking, whatever you call it. They were doing that, and then he decided that his obligations was more important. I want to say maybe he had a family, maybe he had a wife, maybe you never know, but he was like, these are more important. But hold on, before you leave, let me smash so I can remember the last time. And I'm gonna miss you as you leave, but let's just kiss and say goodbye. Then I started thinking about like people really be out here on that kind of stuff, like real life. Like you probably you probably was with your baby daddy, baby mama, whoever, girlfriend, sneaky. You probably got a sneaky link right now. Maybe I'm talking to you. You got a sneaky link and you like, damn, if I get caught, I'm gonna mess up everything. Cause Shorty got a good job. Shorty, male or female, whichever one you want to look at. Shorty be taking care of me. Shorty be cooking. Shorty be making sure I'm good. And I'm just saying Shorty just cause I like the way that sound. But I'm over here, this is a good bust down. That's what you call them. Bust down, jump down, whatever you his sneaky link. It's not people that you really are in tune with. It's just somebody that you having fun with. You know what I'm saying when I say fun. And then something happened and you're just like, oh man, I don't want to mess this up. I don't want to hurt Shorty, but I'm over here with this Shorty and I'm having fun and just be like, why do we put ourselves in situations like that? Here's where you have to ask yourself why. Why do I have a good thing right here and know I have a good thing, but I'm gonna still put that good thing on hold or put it in jeopardy? I'm gonna put it out there where it could be in jeopardy just so I could go over here and have fun. Stability, fun. I'm choosing stability. And maybe it's because I'm 41, and maybe it's because I really rocks with stability, but I'm gonna choose stability. Y'all can have that unstable shit. You can have that. I want to be here with you and build a family, but at the same time, I want to be able to go over here and smash. Y'all can have that open marriage thing. Y'all can have all of that. Y'all can have all of that. I don't want it. I want somebody that's gonna be committed to me. And in order to do that, I have to be committed to myself. I feel like sometimes, um, like I'm gonna speak for my. I said I'm never getting married again. Never, never getting married. And when I say it now, I just laugh because I was like, I know at that moment when I said that, I felt some kind of way. And the way that I felt was like, fuck marriage. I don't give a people don't really care about commitment. People don't really care about shit like that. They don't care. They really don't care because everybody out here is trying to have fun. We was just locked down last year. We gotta turn up, we gotta have fun, we gotta do all of this shit. But me, I'm just like, yeah, that fun is cool, but I wanna be able to have be able to maintain a lifestyle that I was maintaining before if all this shit gets shut down again. Because if all this shit gets shut down again and all you did was partied and hung out, didn't, put no food to the side, ain't got no toy, you ain't do like what you should be doing. When and if they shut this shit down again, you gonna be sitting out here looking like, uh, what Imma do or what. That's not me. I'm not on that. I'm about real life legacy shit. When you hear yourself talking that, I'm told you, I told you I got that, je ne sais quoi. I got that. I got that confidence that I was looking for. I got that passion. I got that. The last thing I want is for anybody around me, anybody that be watching me, I don't want you to be sitting like unhappy with your life. I remember, I hope Renee comes in here. I hope Renee comes. I do. I'm putting it out there. I hope Renee comes. I remember earlier in the year, we were talking, and I was like, if you are unhappy in your situation, if you are unhappy, if you feel like your life could be better and it's not, you have to look inside of you. Like in a relationship, you got to look inside of you. And then we had an honest conversation. Renee was here. I'm not going to put her business out here, but I want her to come because I want her to be able to, speak to her. But Renee entered the conversation. And what I will say of what Renee said was that she said she didn't want to get out of the relationship that she was in because they told her that she wouldn't make it on her own. So if you are somebody who was in a relationship and maybe your partner is taking care of everything, maybe your partner is making sure the houses, the bills, everything is taken care of, and you don't want to leave because you don't know how your life is going to be, success is on the other side of fear. I'm going to say that one more time. Success is on the other side of fear. That was dope. I just freestyled that. I'm sorry, I got to write that down. On the other side. And I said that because fear is rooted in not knowing, right? Fear is, I don't know what it's going to be like to stand on my own 2 feet, and I'm not ready to do that. The reality of it is you are ready. You're just not willing to you don't have the confidence in yourself to stand on your own 2 feet and live. You don't have that yet. I don't want to say you don't have it. You just don't have the courage to do that yet. Like, like, this shit is not working. It's every day you go to sleep, oh, I want this shit to work. You wake up, I want this shit to work. And next thing you know, it's a year and a half, it's 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, 25 years, whatever number of years, and the shit still ain't worked. Hey D, and you still trying to get the shit work and it's not working. I want to encourage you to stop fucking running and deal with the shit in the back of your head so that the next moment, I'm telling you, pull all the shit out, you sit it right there, you look at it, be like, damn, I won't do this what I know that I can do because I am afraid. You afraid that, oh, you got so much time invested with this person that if you leave, damn, now I gotta start over. I gotta get with somebody new. Then I gotta learn them. I gotta do all. That's what the fuck we are here for. That's what life is here for. Like, if you get your feelings hurt, like when your mama told you you couldn't have a cupcake or something, like if you was just like, you know what, fuck this. Never again in my life am I gonna ask anybody for anything because I don't want them to tell me no. I'm sorry, y'all. Damn, that hit home. That definitely hit home. That that definitely hit home. Whew, sorry. I'm telling you, this journey, this journey is not for the faint of heart. It hasn't. It's not. So you're not gonna do it because you don't want nobody to tell you no. That's that escaping the pain and the fear. Like you are afraid of people telling you no. You are afraid of people rejecting you. You are afraid of being an individual. You are afraid of being a fucking adult. You're afraid. And instead of you be like, hey, I'm afraid to be an adult. Maybe because you don't know how, maybe because you never had that opportunity, you're afraid. D, that is what I'm saying. Like I was a, I'll again, I'm going to continue. I have to. I don't know why I feel like I have to say this, but I'm going to talk about me. I was literally afraid of success. Keywords was and afraid. I was afraid of success. Not so much as because I couldn't do it or I felt like I couldn't do it or anything of that nature. It's because I didn't want the people around me to feel less. And even me saying that should tell you, like, I really care about people. I wasn't going to say I used to really care. No, I still care about people. But, nope, because that canceled out what I said at the beginning. I really care about people. However, I care I care about myself, excuse me, way more. Way more. I had a fear of being successful. I told y'all I have a whiteboard with 7 different streams of incomes. Now let me say, I don't have 7 streams of income at this particular time. I have tapped into these 7 different streams of income, and that's how I know that will work. But I put them on my whiteboard because I said I am going to have 7 passive streams of income from one idea that I developed. One idea, just me. What I love to do every day, one idea has been I've been able to branch off into 7 different things from one idea. And those 7 different things has definitely gave me the opportunity. It puts me put me in a network. Provided me the resources. So that's how I know it will work. If you have an idea, right? Let's talk about this. I'm gonna talk about relationships for a minute, right? You're afraid to leave your boyfriend, girlfriend, baby mama, baby daddy because you don't know if you'll be able to support you and your kids. You'll be able to support yourself. You'll be able to pay rent. How you gonna tell me to leave them and we in the middle of a global pandemic? I'm telling you to choose you. I'm telling you to choose you. If you actually think about situations in your life, you don't choose you. Like going to the job that you know that you hate just to get some money. You're not choosing you. You choosing that job. The job that anytime they can fire you. They fire you on your day off. They can tell you to come into work and you can work a full day and call you in the office and tell you that you are fired. You can work a half a day and then they say don't come back from break because you're fired. They will easily replace you with somebody else, but you work hours, countless hours doing all of that because you thinking, I'm getting money out of this situation. When actually they're paying you pennies and nickels just so you can come to work. I know that probably was just like, but why did you? I want to encourage you. If you in the back of your mind, you're like, oh, I hate this fucking job. I wish I could do something else, but I wanted to be a nurse, but I didn't get the proper schooling or I didn't do this. Go to school. Well, I'm too old or I didn't do good at school before. Why? Because you didn't have tutors. Why? Because you was afraid to ask for help. Why? Because you see why? Like if we start asking, when I ask myself, why? When did I become afraid of success? Like I wasn't. I've never. I always knew who I was going to be. I knew I'm a. I know whoever I be with. This is what I'm saying. I know whoever I be with. Whoever my life is destined to be with. I know that we are going to be the ultimate power couple. I know that. Like I know that. Like Michelle Obama was like me and Barack. We definitely. That's what I'm gonna say. Y'all hearing it first. I'm telling y'all first. whoever I be with, I already know that we're gonna be two giants in whatever it is that we do. We're gonna be two separate giants, but we're gonna be one when we're together. Anyways, where did the fear come from? And the fear came from me, um, it was me not wanting other people around me. Like, cause I know, like, even today, right now, like this week, I have so many different things that are going on. And it's like, I knew that I could do this. I knew I could. And I told y'all at the beginning, I'm no longer dimming my light. If you are around me, if you are watching me on YouTube and you are Twitch and you can't be excited for the shit that's going on with me, I encourage you. I plead with you to unsubscribe, unfollow, go away. Because if you are watching me and you are not, if you have watched me, I could go back to when I first started YouTube, but if you have watched me since October of 2020 until now, and you don't feel inspired, because I know I've done some seriously inspirational shit. I can name it off, but I know I've done some seriously inspirational shit. Like y'all literally watch me go from what I was into what I am right now. You watched it. You've been here. You experienced it with me. Y'all experienced the breakup. Y'all probably was like, damn, that's really fucked up. That's really fucked up. Y'all stood with me when people came. I love y'all. I love y'all for real. I don't love y'all just because y'all subscribe or y'all follow it because y'all come every day. Like I real life love y'all. Like y'all love me. Y'all support me on a level where it's just like beyond YouTube. Like some of y'all, I don't just speak to y'all on YouTube or Twitch. Some of y'all I speak to y'all in real life. Some of y'all I talk to y'all on the phone or through social media. Like the crazy thing for me is this. Like this. Like I had a fear of being on camera. But again, let me tell you, I knew that I would be here. I knew that the day that I decided, I knew that the day that I decided, I made up in my mind, I am better than fear. I am better than the situations that life brought to me. I am better than that. I am better than just a divorced person. I'm better than that. Yeah, I'm divorced. I'm kind of happy. I'm going in on October the 6th. I'll be 5 months. Why am I smiling like this? And I said, I think more people who go through situations should talk about them. Cause when I was thinking about divorce, like you hear divorce, you be like, damn, people be depressed. And I'm not this. Hey, this is. I'm not saying. I'm not knocking your experience. I'm saying for me, that was the best thing that could have happened to me. Divorce. That gave me that gave me the very thing I needed to say, you have been living beneath your means. And when I say that, I mean like I know that I should be farther. And I know people will be like, oh, everything happens and no, you know. You know, you probably sitting right there watching me right now. You know that you should have been beyond where you are. You should have been had that business. Your bank account should have been fat. It should have been. And then they'd be like, well, if you would have, we hinder ourselves from being in places. I know I hinder myself. I know I did. I had opportunities, and I was just like, no, no, I'm gonna stay here and let. And I said, oh, now that I'm divorced and now that I'm in a better place in my life, let those opportunities come and watch what happened. And last week, some opportunities came, and I was just like, oh. You gonna test me like that? You gonna test my gangster to see if I was really about that life? Oh, I'm about that life. I'm about that life. I'm real life about that life. Like when you guys and girls and non-binary people see my vlogs that are going to come up where I'm going to share with you um the behind the scenes of preparing for webinars or the behind the scenes of preparing for manager meetings, or artist manager meetings, or preparing for working with artists, and just all of the different things that life has brought. I hope it inspires you. Like, I don't know if y'all are watching me as I'm talking about this. It's so exciting. It's so exciting to like have stopped running and stop doubting myself and loving myself and having the confidence needed to accomplish the shit that I need to accomplish. I'm staring at my whiteboard because I'm just in awe. I wrote this in January. Actually, it was December before we came into 2021. I did not know that I was going to be going through the shit that I was going to be going through. I just knew that I wanted to put all this shit on my whiteboard. But that's where I'm saying, like, I could have looked at those things, and when shit happens to us, we be like, damn. We say damn, and then we get sad, or that's some fucked up shit, or people I'll never let. I didn't say any of those things. I was just like, let me work on me. Let me love me from the inside out. Greatest decision ever. I'm gonna tell you this, right? I know I'm trying not to cry, and I'm not trying hard because it's. But the hardest battle you will ever fight is not gonna be with your baby mama, your daddy, sister, brother, cousin, your job. It ain't gonna be with anybody else. The hardest battle you are going to fight is this one, the one that's up in here. I'm gonna throw this one in there too. These two, hardest, hardest ones to fight. But when you find the courage within yourself and you love yourself enough to give yourself grace and to know and to know that things aren't as bad as they seem. Yes, we are like programmed like problems that sound negative, but the reality of it is if you replace it with problems and look at it as a lesson. Shell, how do I look at losing my job as a lesson? What were you spending your time focused on? Where is your time? What do you do with the money that you get from your job? Like, were you budgeting it? Like, how is your are you able to get one check and budget everything you need? Where your bills paid on time? Like, I was having a conversation with my brother, and I was like, how do people be working at jobs for like 10, 15, 20 years and then to leave the job with nothing? Like, no 401k, no, nothing. You committed so many years of your life. Like, I'll use myself as an example. I was committed to a marriage for 5 plus years, right? For not 5 years plus, but for 5 years. I walked away from that marriage with so much, so much. And the things that I learned from that, I applied. I didn't wait to apply them. I applied them immediately. And the moment that I began applying them to different things, my life has literally changed. Like, literally. Like, literally changed. Like, when I look at my life and I just be like, you ever have a moment, right? Like, you have a moment, like you almost get into a car accident or something where your life could have been taken from you. And then you look back at your life and then it just be like, I done came through a lot of shit. I done took on a lot of shit. I done went through a lot of shit. I done ate a lot of shit, not literally and figuratively. I done did a lot of that. And I was just like, it's time for me to clean up. You know, when you be in shit, you get dirty. I'm a I'm gonna have to get this shit off of me. Let me go ahead and brush my teeth. Let me clean up. Let me clean my clothes up. Y'all see, I got my hair did. I'm gonna have to cut it. I just gotta get out of this shit. Like, I need to get back to me. And when I got back to me, I'm there. I'm here at me right now. I stopped running. I made the decision to stop running. I made the decision to sit down and tell myself the fucking truth. You don't love yourself. You don't love yourself. You don't eat right. You don't work out. You don't get rest. You don't love yourself. You don't. You know that someone is being disrespectful to you and you don't even stand up for yourself. You don't let them know that you're not going to take you don't love yourself. If you love yourself, you would not allow people to treat you any kind of way because you love yourself. Oh, I had to have a conversation with myself. I'm telling you, th- you be thinking that your conversations with other people, but when you in there by yourself, like people like, oh, don't talk to yourself because people, I don't give a fuck. I was in here when I was on live and I said that I was stubborn. Part of me was like, yeah, you really are stubborn. But the other side was like, grateful that I was stubborn because I thought back to situations where people were trying to get me away from the group. Hey Ray, or people were trying to get me alone in situations and I was like, no, fuck that. I'm not going. I always been the type if I don't want to do it, I'm not gonna do it. And then I would think about I didn't do it and then they went to somebody else and the person that they went to, I'm listening to them talk about their situation. I was like, wait, when was this? What happened? And then they tell me it was like the same situations I was placed where I was at and I was like, no, I'm not going. And I'm just looking like, damn, that could have been me. Like I told y'all about soft white underbelly, like I used to fucking drink. Like I could have been an alcoholic. Like, it could have been so much worse. It could have been worse. And I look at that like I am grateful. Like I told somebody this today. I said, um, this whole global fucking pandemic has definitely changed me. Most definitely changed me. The journey of healing and self discovery changed me, but COVID fucking changed me. And I was like, um, I was trying to tell them like how I felt and what I was thinking while I was going through it. And I was just like, I don't think I've ever seen anybody talk about their COVID story and like be laughing and be all cheerful because it's so different. Like mine, like I can't really speak for about anybody else, but I will say the people that tell their story and I watched it, it's not like, oh yeah, it's like that shit is fucking scary. Um, it's life changing. It's definitely life changing, and I appreciate COVID because it helped me get over that last little hump that I had. Like I had a little thing where it's like I've been so used to doing. I'm the oldest, so I'm so used to doing things by myself. I'm used to that. Maybe you're the oldest, or maybe you. I don't know. I'm used to doing things by myself, and then I was just like, but I don't have to. I don't have to do shit by myself. I was so grateful. Like you be I wonder if people really care. I wonder if people um I I already knew. I already know the people that are in my inner circle, the people that surround me, many of you, like I already know who is around me and I know that those people have my back. I know that those people love me. I know that those people um care. I going to my YouTube and just updating and just revising, upgrading everything. And I'm going to my YouTube and I came across the video um, that I made before shit got bad with COVID. And I said, this would have been my last YouTube video. Had anything happened to me saying, I love y'all. I'm not gonna do a Sunday night dinner in Convo because I'm not feeling well. Remember to use your words. My whole little spill I do at the end of that. That would have been my last fucking YouTube video. That would have been the last conversation I had with my family. Like that. That fucking changes you. Like I don't know if like when I say stop running, right? If you really stop running from being molested by somebody, and now you're gonna be out here smashing as many people, or stop running from not feeling loved in your household to now you're running to whoever will open their arms and say, I love you. They beating you, they treating you like shit. Or maybe they not treating you like shit and they're doing really good, but they're using you. Like, stop running. Stop running from your past. Accept it, acknowledge it, and from that moment, move forward, move towards better, move towards who you are. I am so grateful to have went and be on this journey of healing and self-discovery. Um, I'm so grateful to be at the point right now where I can be emotional, right? Cause you know, when you go through a lot of shit in your life, you be like, a motherfucker ain't gonna never see me cry. They ain't never gonna be never, never, never. We all hard now. We gotta talk to our kids like they nah, nah. I'm I'm happy to be here where I can be vulnerable. I'm happy to be there. Partly because now I'm able to really differentiate between what's real and what's fake. And partly because we don't see that no more. We see everybody with their polished fucking lives. We see everybody, like, even when people come on YouTube, they go get all dialed up and get all GQ and everything to come on YouTube. But when the cameras and the lights go off, you over in there crying. Y'all in there fighting, boxing because you said that shit on YouTube made me look like a simp. I'm here to give you the real. Like, life is real. If you don't believe that shit is real, sometimes you fucking cry. I When I told y'all the other day that I was gonna fucking cry, I fucking cry. I cry like, and it wasn't like, oh, I'm sad. Cry. It was just like, man, I have overcome so much shit in my life. Not even overcome like that. Like, I've gone through so much shit in my life and made it on the other side. That's why I'm saying to you, like, success is on the other side of fear. I was afraid. I was afraid to get on a plane by myself because I haven't done that in so long, but I did it. I was afraid to pivot my business because I was afraid that I wasn't going to make money. Greatest decision I've ever made. It put me in other It put me in rooms I've never even walked in. Listen, when I tell you, right, success is on the other side of fear. Stop fucking running. You spent so much time trying to get over the fact that you was molested, trying to get over the feelings that you had. Like, even right now, I'm gonna talk to you. Even if you feel like you are gay, if you feel like you gay, you are gay. Stop hiding. Everybody already know you gay. Anybody in 2021 who think that people don't know that they are gay, I'm going to tell you, you are delusional. Everybody knows that you're gay. Everybody. Live your fucking life. Live it. So what your mama don't like you? So what your mama be calling you all kinds of names? Live your fucking life. You want to know what? You want to know why your mother and your family members why they do that? Because they see how happy you are. They see how free you are. Like the moment when you be like, you know what? Fuck everybody else and their opinions. That moment when you say that and you fucking breathe after that, that be like your first breath of fucking life. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. And you breathe. If you look at it, right? Look at your mama. I'm not your mama, but look at your mama. She raised however many kids. She worked wherever she did whatever. And then you talk to her, she never accomplished any fucking thing she wanted to do because she put everybody else's needs in front of her own. And now she feel like she too old to do that. Live your fucking life. Stop fucking running and fucking live. If you haven't taken the time in the last year to look at the seriousness, I know it's so many people believe that COVID ain't real, but hey, you can't tell me that. You can't tell me it made a fucking believer out of me. If you can't look and see you lost mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, you had it, it affected you in a different way. If you can't see that any second your life could fucking change and you could die or you could be maimed or you could have to walk around with an oxygen machine and then you're going to be filled with regrets. Live your fucking life. Know that success is on the other fucking side of fear. I told y'all at the beginning it was going to be a lot of cuss words. It's going to be emotion. It's going to be a lot of shit. For the rest of 2021, I am going to come and I'm going to share um things that could help you get in more in tune with you, more in tune with you. I feel like if we were more in tune with ourselves, we wouldn't have the need to fight other people or cause harm to other people or even cause harm to kids. Last night, two young people got shot here. One of the young kids died, right? I'm sure like if people look at the situations, right? A lot of the shit where people be dying be from jealousy, insecurity, hatred, anger, bitterness. Shit that if people just took the time to say, "Hey, I know you don't want to be with me no more and I appreciate you telling me that." And like just take that instead of being like if I can't have you, nobody else can. Like if we stop fucking running and deal with the shit. Maybe your family made you feel small and being out here smashing everybody that you can makes you feel like a big person. The reality of it is you still feel small. Deal with how that fucking shit made you feel. You felt like you were less of a man or you're less of a woman because women be abusing too. You less than, you feel insecure. You feel like they gonna leave you or they gonna do better. So then you beating them. You beating them and you taking advantage of them. Work on yourself. People told you ain't gonna be shit. So when you see other people moving up in the world, then you want to talk about them. You want to talk about it. You want to make light of them. If we just take the time and deal with our own shit, stop fucking running, stop fucking partying. I'm not telling you to stop partying. I'm saying like stop using that in a place of where you don't have to deal with shit. Stop. Stop fucking doing all that and just fucking live. Just fucking live. I wish when I was growing up, um, I wish I was able to have more conversations with my uncles. I wish that, like, my uncle used to come and we would talk for hours. Hours we would talk. And when I say hours, I mean hours we would talk. And at that time, it was just like I was young. I was like, hey, I gotta go. I'm trying to move around. And then he passed away. And it was like everything he was saying to me in those hours of conversation, like came to the forefront. And I was like, he was passing on shit to me. And I was too worried about getting out here, hanging out and being around people. But I'm going to tell you, right, when I fucking lost my ability to walk or talk, all those people I was hanging out with, I was kicking it with, we was going bowling, skating to the malls. None of those people was there with me. So you probably surrounded by a bunch of fucking people. Like everybody calling you like, hey, girl, you going out? Hey, bro, is you coming out? Follow hard times and see how many people is really gonna be there. I'm telling you right now to like stop running from yourself. And from yourself, I mean, stop running from your past. Stop running from the shit that you threw in the back of your head. Stop running. I literally like if somebody would have told me, hey, you've been through a lot. I know you've been through a lot. You need to deal with it. Like I I I say like, oh, I should have went to therapy, but I know I went to therapy at the right time. I know of that. But like has somebody in my life been like, hey, why the fuck do you want to go to the store and spend $600-700 on purses and you don't even fucking wear purses? You know how much money I would fucking have right now? I used to think like, man, I used to buy shoes. I went from Pumas to Air Force Ones to Reeboks. I think I had a pair of Adidas. I was just wearing, I would buy all kinds of shit just to have all kinds of shit. For what? For what? Now here I am at 41 and I was just thinking like, my house look a little empty. And I laughed and I was like, this is what I've been trying to get to my entire fucking life. Like I had so many fucking like you could walk in my room, there was like boxes of shoes, like just up there. And I'm just like, all that money I spent and didn't even fucking wear them. And then turned around and gave it away. You get a purse, you get a purse, you get a pair of shoes, gave all that shit away because at the time, at the time, it made me feel better to go buy some shit. I had the money, so it made me feel better to go buy some shit. And then once the buying shit feel better wore off, I'm looking at that shit like, why the fuck did I just buy that? I used to say I wanted people to tell me no, right? The reality of all of this shit is that I wanted to be able to tell myself no. We want other people to fucking hear us, but we don't even hear our own fucking self. The crazy thing is, out of all this therapy, my whole entire life, art therapy, EDM, art therapy, regular therapy, any kind of therapy you could think of, the crazy thing out of all that shit is we spend our entire lives thinking that it is other people that is going to make us happy, that is going to heal us, that is going to do what we need them to do when it all starts right here. If haven't learned anything from this journey, if you don't take away anything from tonight, take this. Stop fucking running. Success is on the other side of fear, and you are the only motherfucker that can make that happen. You probably saying, well, somebody have to give me the opportunity. Create your own fucking opportunities. If we encourage more people to be individuals than to fall in line, there will be more wealth, there will be more health, there will be more knowledge. But we don't do that because now everybody wants to be like everybody else. Not me though. I'm a I'm gonna keep that little stubborn piece. I'm gonna keep that. Sorry, y'all. Um, I'm gonna keep that because I don't want to. I never wanted to like. I don't want to be a robot. I don't want to be a part of the system. I don't want to wear something because you wearing it. Like I don't buy. I don't. I didn't get dressed because I seen everybody wearing them. I had sister locks before. I did. I go through hairstyles like it's just me. But even when I went to go get my hair redone, um, I started this journey in March. So in while I was doing a healing and self discovery, I started this journey, right? And I thought back to when I had sister locks, and I was just like, I had them for a, a while, and then I combed them out, and then I had these, and I was like, I started taking down the back of them, and then I was just like, nope, I can't do it. And then I went and I let Vaughn hook me up. And Vaughn, my bro Vaughn, from Crazy Family, if you know them, go follow them. Go follow Gillet with Mo. Go follow Rasta Swisher. Follow Ray Love. These are my family. Time. Follow everybody. Just follow everybody. These are my family. So Vaughn hooked me up, but I went um to get my hair redone. And before I went, I said, I'm going to commit to this journey. Anything, if you know me, if you've been watching me, once I commit to something, I commit. I go full force, I commit. And I was like, you know what? I'm not giving them the time to grow, to be, to I'm not giving that. And I went and I sat in the chair and a lady was talking to me and she's telling me about the lock journey. She's telling me all of this. Now I'm not new to it because again, I had sister locks. But this time when she said it, she's talking to me about locks, but I'm hearing what she's saying. You ever like been talking to somebody, like you're going through something and you've been talking to somebody and then you hear what they're fucking saying to you? So when I was like, she's talking and she's like, "Are you sure you want to continue on with these?" And I was like, "Yes, I am." And she's like, "Well, how do you know?" And I was just like, "Because I didn't cut them off yet. I didn't shave my head. I didn't comb them out. I mean, I combed the back out, but they were, redone." And I was like, "I have the confidence to wear these." I told y'all, like, when I hear, I can know, like, I know I'm confident. It's in there, I know. But when I hear myself say it out loud, when I hear myself say it out loud, it was just like, I got the confidence. Like when I be talking about TikTok, TikTok just gives me, it's that kind of confidence. Like if you be on TikTok and you see the confidence that those people have, I just be like, one day, Saturday was that day to let me know, like, you've always had it. You just turned it down. And then you turned it down so low where it was like invisible to you, but it was there. But so when I was telling y'all, I'm sorry. Look at me apologizing for crying on live. Hold on. Okay. Um, I got my hair done and I sat outside. I was telling y'all this story the other day on live. And I sat outside and I just watched. I watched where I came from. Like I was in the hood. I watched the cars, I watched the people, and I was just like, I'm so grateful. I truly am grateful that I was able to experience everything I experienced. I'm grateful for fucking COVID. I know that probably sound weird, but I am cuz it fucking changed me. It let me see that everything that I was taking for granted, like sleeping. I've been telling my family about how important sleep is. Like I'm a sleep advocate now. If you ain't sleeping, go to fucking sleep. Take some rest. Stop running from yourself. I know like I used to be so fucking busy doing what I don't even remember, but I used to be so fucking busy. And when I got sick, I was like, where the fuck was I sleeping? Like, you start thinking about all this shit. Like, where the fuck was I sleeping? What the fuck was I eating? Like, when I started juicing, and it was like, before it was like the hardest thing for me to do. Like, juice just tastes nasty. It was disgusting. I had all these different excuses. Oh, I need to eat. Oh, I need to do this. Excuse me. And then I started juicing and I was just like, what the fuck was I eating? Why was I eating? Like, I feel so much better. I have energy. I'm literally out here running. I'm literally out here. I'm just out here. Why the fuck am I eating that? Like the other day, I'm gonna tell y'all the other day, I was like, oh, I want cereal. Now I know. I know that I can't have fucking cereal, but you be wanting some shit, right? I found oat milk. I did a earlier in the year. I did a cereal mukbang. I was like, I found oat milk. Oat milk. Oat milk is good. I don't even know what the fuck it was, but it tasted good. And I got some cereal, and I was like, it did something to me. And instead of listening to my body, we don't want this. We don't want this shit in us. Don't put it in there. I put it in there because I wanted it. And then at the end of the night, my body showed me like this is why the fuck we said we don't want it. So I want to encourage you, if your body is telling you to rest, if your body is telling you not to eat or drink something, you probably want to listen to it because it's trying to protect itself. Like I was thinking like I used to drink. And when I say drink, I mean drink. And I know, like when you get to your limits of when okay, you at that point where you shouldn't drink anything else, but somebody give you a cup and I was never one of those kind of drinkers. I was just one where I know I'm the type where I will go right to that line and kind of spill a little over it, but I'm not going over that line. So I would listen to myself when it comes to that. But like just the simple things of you probably will want to lay down. I'm over here. I'm blacking out. Not now, but like in my life, it was like I'm blacking out because I ain't slept in 24 hours, and my body is like, "Hey, we need rest." So the moment you sit down, your body just like it's rest time. So we just gonna sleep, and then you wake up like, "Wait, I don't even remember going to sleep. I don't even remember sitting down. What the hell?" Yeah, no. If your body is telling you, like, if you walk into a place or you go with somebody or you go into somewhere and your body tenses up and you have this feeling, you definitely need to figure that out. You definitely need to figure out why that has happened. I was telling somebody, right? Somebody was telling me something, and I was just like, I'm on this whole thing of why. If you have a conversation with me, whoo, you talking to me and we talking, and I ask you the question why, you better know that we on a journey, we on the road, we going somewhere. If you're talking to me and you say, I don't like I don't like when men approach me at a bar. And then I'm listening to you telling me the story, and then your voice has this little thing, and you like, I don't like when men be approaching me at the bar. And I say, why don't you like when men approach you at the bar? Isn't that kind of what happens at a bar? And then you like, no, motherfuckers just, and now you see, first it was just like, I don't like when men, and then now it's motherfuckers, and then it go, and I just be like, but what happened that you don't like when men approach you at the bar? And then people start telling their, they start talking to it, and it's like, damn, that was pretty traumatic for you. Like trauma, triggers, therapy, help, assistance, um, mental health, mental disorder. Like these are some of the words that you don't like when you hear them in the African American people of color community. It's kind of like, ooh, no, I don't. Let's not talk about those because I don't got no mental problems. Ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm not bipolar. I'm not schizophrenic. If you have seasonal depression, that's a mental illness. It's a lot of people are going to be suffering from it. Um, these last 3 months of 2021. It's okay not to be okay. Now, if you know that you are not okay and you are not doing what you need to do to get assistance, I use I would normally say help, but I'm trying to get you some assistance. You are doing yourself and everyone around you a great disservice. Like you're doing yourself a great disservice. Now is a great time. If you are feeling depressed, if you are feeling overwhelmed, if you are feeling like you just no longer want to be here, I just want you to know that you are loved and you are always welcome in this space. My contact information is in the description. My contact information is on the screen. You don't have to do this by yourself. That was one of the main things that I wanted to say and to stop running from yourself. It's like you don't have to do life by yourself. You don't necessarily have to have a significant other, but you don't have to do life by yourself. Like someone like me or someone that has experiences similar to you or where you're trying to go, or you don't have to do life by yourself. I just get emotional when I think about people suffering or going through things because it's just like the first thing people do is they want to go inward, like they want to shut down, they want to block people out. When it's just like we get so used to doing that. We are so used to doing shit like that. That's why I'm saying, like, if you have been doing operating the way you've been operating for all of your life, or not even I'm not even gonna call you out on all of your life, from January 2020 until now, if you have done the same thing you have did before this year, those this past year, 2 years have come in, it is time for you to change the way you look at life. If you are no further, if you don't have, if you've been in a relationship for 5, 7, 10 years and marriage isn't your end thing, you just happy waking up with them, you just happy with what you have right now, you're not happy. You know you're not happy. You probably done told your girls, your guys, you done told your family, you done told everybody, if they're not marrying me this year, I'm leaving. And then they do that little song and dance, and then next year, next thing you know, it's like, oh, we common law. We've been together, we common law. Everybody has something that they work towards to. You go to work every day because you want money, because you want to buy that new car, that new house. You want to have a baby. You want to you want to be rich. You whatever. You working towards a goal. I don't set goals. Everything you do in your life, you work towards something. If you are in a relationship and it's not working towards family, generational wealth, love, stability, something of those natures, if it's just about sex and money, you are in for a rude awakening because someone they can have a sneaky link and that sneaky link have money, or they can have a sneaky link and this sneaky link put the woo wop wham on them, and then they just like, hey, I found somebody to do what you do, but way better. Now you gone. Now you in here by yourself, alone. I'm going to continue to refer to this Mike Tyson and Little Boosie conversation. Mainly because I found what Mike Tyson said about people being afraid of being alone so profound. It was so profound to me. Because the reality of it is, if you think about it, people are afraid to be alone. And what is fear? Not knowing what it is like. Because if you are alone, and then you have to deal with. I know I use molestation a lot, but if you think about it, a lot of people in the people of color, black people, whatever, a lot of our trauma starts from in our households, um, from molestation, from abuse, from having parents who are on drugs or the drug of Jesus in church. A lot of our issues stem from that. And we don't talk about them because, you go to church and give Jesus your problems. But who helps you while Jesus is working on them? My eye started to twitch because it's like, who helps you? Who helps you understand that, hey, yeah, you were molested, but you are better than that. And when I say better than that, don't let that situation turn you into somebody who's like, all I'm good is laying on my back. Or no one is ever going to love me if I tell them that I was molested. You will probably be surprised by how many people have been molested, which is so sad to say. Like, I remember people will have conversations like, at least we not like the Catholic Church. Huh? At least the Catholic Church, part of them, some part of them was like, hey, yeah, we really did do some fucked up shit. And they tried to justify it by giving money, but at least they acknowledged that, yeah, we know that that priest was touching you, the altar boy, the other priest. We know that he was doing that. And we moved him to another location. Like, I don't. I'm gonna say this, and this might be controversial, but hey, this is Shell's Closet, and I talk about every fucking thing. Like, so many people feel some kind of way. You are entitled to feel how you feel, but this is my whole thing. Like, so many people feel some kind of way, and they're like, "Yes, R. Kelly has been arrested." I'm not saying that he shouldn't have been arrested. It should have happened a long time ago. But what I'm saying is this: you're excited about R. Kelly, but your grandfather or your uncle or your either fucking brother has been molesting and touching people, or your fucking sister or your grandmama or your auntie, and you did nothing. Nothing. You knew your uncle, you knew your brother's cousin. We all know family members, and we don't do shit. I do shit. Listen, hey, I be doing shit all the time. I be telling you probably don't want to do nothing with me because I'm gonna address it, I'm gonna do all of that. I'm telling y'all right now. So don't think you gonna call on me to do anything. Nope, I'm gonna tell. I'm not gonna stand by, especially if someone is being taken advantage of. I'm not gonna stand by while somebody getting taken advantage of, especially a fucking child. I will not do that. No, I'm not going to do that. That's why people don't even be talking to me about shit. You know why? Because I'm gonna say something. I'm definitely going to say something. You might not like me, you might hate me, you might even unsubscribe, unfollow. Listen, if you are excited about R. Kelly getting tried, but you ain't said shit about your grandfather, mama, daddy, sister, brother, anything like that, shame on you. Yep, I said it and I'm gonna say it again. Shame on you. Shame on you. And if you are a parent who knows that your child is being touched and you don't do shit, shame on you. If you put your needs, your personal needs in front of your fucking child, shame on you. If you put if you think about the other person, well, don't do that because that's gonna ruin their name. They're not thinking about that shit when they doing what they doing to your child, your teenager. When they did that shit to you, they wasn't thinking about that. We all are A, B, C, D, E, F, G. It's a no for me. It's a fucking no for me. No, nah, it's a no. I'm not with it. I will never be with it. It's a no for me. I'm gonna say this one more time. If you come here and you tell me like something is going on with you, I'm probably not the person you want to tell. I'm not. Cause I'm definitely gonna do something about it. I'm like one of those people. You want something to be done about it, you come and tell me. But if you just want to, oh, I just want to vent to you about what's going on. I'm not that person. I'm not the person that you want to do that to, especially when it comes to something that I know will affect you long term. that shit affects long term. Do y'all know how old the people was when that shit was happening to them and how old they are now and how that affects your relationships with other people? I know I'm talking about that, but think about you and your situation that happened. Like think about how you look at your relationships. Like, think about how you operate in different situations. But people are always quick to say, that shit didn't bother me. I got over that shit. That shit didn't mean nothing to me. The reality of it is, you just learned a different way to cope. But if you actually sat down and stopped fucking running and cleared out the back thing, you would look at your fucking life and be like, damn, that affected me more than I thought it did. Do y'all notice that confidence be rising up every? I'm trying to tell y'all, I'm in a whole different space. Like, this journey of healing and self discovery, COVID, just fucking life, and knowing like I have so many opportunities. I have so much space. I have nothing but free time to live my fucking life. Just fucking live. If you are a parent and you aren't talking to your child about the realities of life out here, there's a young woman that was missing. I'm not talking about Gabby. I'm talking about the 19-year-old that was missing, right? I read that they found her body and a person of interest committed suicide before they could even talk to him to figure out what was going on. So she just living her life and he feels some kind of way, allegedly. And this is alleged because it hasn't been like, and now she's gone and he's gone. So nobody can tell what, even with the whole Gabby lady girl thing or Jelani, there's no, the young man was going to be a doctor. And like, here's my thing with this, right? This lady has said that her son went missing on the end of August. She told people, it was all over TikTok. It was everywhere. And they didn't know, they didn't find him. He did just disappeared off the face of the earth. Gabby comes up missing. It's all over the news everywhere. Then Jelani's mother come out and say, if people of color were looked for, like y'all looking for Gabby, then the people come and say, we've had your son body since September the 4th. She said her son was missing the end of August. The end of September, this lady finds out that her son, that she's been looking for all this time, has been laying in a morgue and no one even thought to contact her. She had to go and say, if you were looking for my son, like you were looking for her, and they knew that they had her son since September the 4th. People were like, oh no, they didn't know. They said that they used dental records to figure it out. Y'all knew that y'all had this lady's son all of that time, but waited until she came out on national TV and said, if you were looking, if they got the same treatment, you said, oh, here's your son. Look at him. And then they knew who kidnapped. They knew who did it. That's what I be trying to understand. Like, you knew who did it. He drove all the way back from where they were back to his house, and then he disappeared. I'm talking about this because I be thinking about people be getting in relationships, right? Now, Gabby was his fiance. They lived at his parents' house. They leave together, they come back, and he's just there. You would think that his family would cooperate with her family since they were about to join family. No, that isn't the case. So I want to say, stop fucking running. Stop trying to go in and out of relationships or make this person. Stop doing that. Stop looking for the very thing that you need outside of yourself and look inward. Stop running and look inward. I know it's scary to deal with yourself. Success is on the other side of fear. I couldn't imagine knowing that my child was with these people and they were she was living, not visiting, she was living allegedly, living there. And he comes back by himself and then we get the news story that it was her body and then he disappears. And now there is a manhunt for him. She was reported missing on the end of September, early or the end of August, early September. He had been home for a while. His parents said that he went to a place to clear his head, and that was the last time they saw him. Families are definitely fucked up. Stop running. If you know your family ain't shit, stop running. Stop running and deal with the fact that your family ain't shit. I don't know if anybody else said, but I said his family ain't shit. That was gonna be your daughter-in-law. Ain't shit. That's scary. That's scary. If you think about it, that is really fucking scary. That's scary. And people be asking me, "Are you ready to date?" That's a little scary now. That's scary. It's scary to me when I think about it. Like, damn, excited to travel the world, and then one of us come back, and then nobody asks why. Nobody asks why. Nobody asks any fucking questions. And now her parents is like, "Oh, my daughter is gone," and y'all can't even fucking pick up the phone and be like, "Hey, nothing." That's why it's important for you to stop fucking running and deal with that shit because that shit will have you in circumstances you probably right now in a situation that you didn't even want to find yourself in, but you had no other choice and that was the only choice. And right then and there, you just made that decision. I want to encourage you to stop fucking running. Take this week, take tonight, take however long you need to do it. Not too long though, because long as you keep staying in that situation, people gonna keep manipulating you to be there. I don't manipulate, but there are people out here that manipulate. When they see you naive and gullible, they will be on it. That's why I be trying to talk to parents. I don't got no kids, but I be trying to talk to parents. If you don't show your child affection, if you don't love your child, if you don't hug your child, if you don't be there for your child, there is some grown ass person out here that would do that shit for you. Uh, they would do that shit for you. And I said it just like that. They would do that shit for you. You don't hug your child, your son, your daughter, somebody out here, some grown ass person will hug your child or daughter or son. Give them money. They will do all of the shit that you're not doing. And your child or your teenager or fuck, some adults will think that this person really loved them. And then next thing you know, they sold into human trafficking or they just never come back home. I just want us to do better. I just want us to not look at shit as being problems or shit doesn't have to be negative all the time. Like, look at that shit as a lesson. You learned, like I learned to love myself. I learned to have confidence in myself and the things that I do. Be more confident, be more passionate to fucking believe in myself. I know that I know there's people finer than me, but I know that I'm fine. I know that anybody that I date or I be in a relationship with or even a business partnership with, I can guarantee you I will give 100%. I'm not going to say 50. I'm going to say 100% to whatever I am committed to. That's just me. I would encourage you to think the same, to stop fucking running. You can only run for so far. You can only run for so long. And then one day you have to deal with that. You have to deal with that. I ran into one of my friends and he just had a baby and I was like, let me ask you this. I was like, when you look at your daughter, do that make you look at women differently now? And you know what he said? He said the moment she came out, I saw shit so much differently. He was like, I saw the women that I dated, and he was like, I don't want my daughter to be like that. I don't want. And for me, it was just like I just be want to ask. I be asking those questions because nobody be really asking people questions. Like I hear people all the time. Like I be hearing dudes. There's a lot of dudes. Like girls, they don't really be caring, but maybe they do care. But I don't really. They don't be talking to me. But they don't talk to me about that. Now they do be talking about niggas ain't shit and all that other stuff. But I be hearing dudes that don't have their father be like, man, fuck that, I'm gonna be the best father, I'm gonna be this, blah, blah, blah. And then something happened and then they don't be there for their shorties. And then they have another shorty, and then they don't be there for that shorty. Or they be there for the new shorty, but don't be there for the old shorty. And then I just be wanting to ask people questions. So what's the difference between, I mean, you taking care of this shorty, what hey mama? Them shorties, the little kids, the teenagers, they never asked to be here. You did what you did as an adult or whatever age you are. You did that and you brought that child here. So I want to encourage you to give that child all of the resources they need to survive in 20 fucking 21. And it is a lot of them. It's not just a tablet. It's not just a PlayStation 5, an Xbox, a PlayStation 4. It's not a phone. It's not any of that. It's love, time, attention, a hug. Hell, kiss your kids. I'm not telling you to kiss them in the mouth, but just show them, be affectionate towards them. Because again, you won't be affectionate towards them, and some grown ass person will. And then you know what that does? Now your child thinks that that is love. Someone taking advantage of them is love. That's not love. You are the person that is charged with showing them what love is. And if you don't do that, you are doing your child a great disservice. Because again, someone out here, a grown ass person, y'all ever seen that the Dateline thing where they were saying that people were setting people up, where they would go online and be like, "Hey, I'm a 12, 14, whatever year old person, and come to my house." And they had a dummy house where these people would come in with pizza and money and cards and balloons and all of those different things, thinking they actually about to meet somebody that's underage. Like this is real life shit out here. Like they got a whole fucking TV show, and some of us don't even need a fucking TV show. Like we know our own aunties, uncles, we know our family members is doing fucked up shit, been doing fucked up shit for decades. People in our family is fucked up, but we won't go to family therapy because that don't mean we have to admit that we have a problem. We don't like to admit that we have problems. I will admit, y'all done watch me. I done admit I had a lot of problems. I don't even care because you know what? I'm admitting my problems, and you're seeing me walk through them. You're seeing me struggle. You're seeing me overcome. You're watching me literally do this. If I never get rich and famous on TikTok, I'll be rich and famous. Or TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube. I'm gonna be famous in real life. I'm gonna be rich and real. I'm wealthy right now. Right now, this very moment, I am wealthy. I am. I have wealth in health. I have wealth in knowledge. I have wealth in life. Period. I'm just good. But that took me admitting to myself, telling myself the truth. You are not okay. And it is okay not to be okay. What is not okay is when you know that you are not okay and you still continue to operate in not being okay. That's where I say to you, stop fucking running. Clear out The shit that you threw back there, I'll get to it when I get time. I'll get to it one day, eventually. Stop fucking running and deal with the shit. Your mama, you know your mama ain't never liked you. Y'all butted heads y'all entire life. You still trying to get her approval. If she ain't giving it to you in all this time, you won't get it. Now, what do you do? Like, where do you go from that? You are whatever age you are. If you are 30, your mother hasn't loved you your entire life. What do you do now? Do you continue to try to get your mother to love you? Do you continue to try to get your father to be in your life? Or do you just fucking live? If you are gay and you're trying to, I don't want to come out because I don't want my grandmother, I don't want my mother. If you are staying in the closet, if you are not living your truest self because you are worried about, don't you think your grandma and mother or whoever already getting questions? Because when you are gay, I don't know what it is about us, the members of the alphabet community. Like we feel like we protecting other people when they don't even protect us. They don't care. They don't care. I'm protecting my grandmother from getting asked questions if I'm gay, but the reality of it is your grandma always already getting questions because people feel like you're gay, especially when they think that you're gay. Like, live your fucking life. Just fucking live. Remember, the hardest battle that you will ever fight is not with your mama, your brother, sister, brother, cousin, auntie, uncle. It's not with anybody else. It's right up in here with yourself. If y'all ever notice when I'm leaving out, I'm always doing this. I'm hugging myself. I be telling myself this, like I'm telling you. I'm telling myself this. Success is on the other side of fear. When I tell y'all the fact that I come and for a full fucking year, I've been going live talking for sometimes 2 hours, three, for hours in front of a fucking camera with a fucking microphone. And I was afraid to fucking do that. I didn't want to be on a camera. I just wanted to be behind the scenes. I didn't want people to know who I was. I just wanted to be the behind the person. And here I am going live literally every fucking day. And for the next 29 days, I will be going live every fucking day making music. I'm I'm happy to be doing that. Like I'm telling you, like the confidence, passion, all of that shit has been ignited and I am here and I'm about to log off because I'm gonna go live at 11 and make some music. But I appreciate y'all for coming and hanging out. I hope that I've inspired you to stop fucking running, to understand that success is on the other side of fear, and to just fucking live. Just live. You can't succeed into the future. You could, let me tell you, you could go into the future. You could become a celebrity, or you could pop off on YouTube, or you could pop off on Twitch, and then you getting all this money, and those things that you pushed in the back of your head is now coming to the forefront, and you could self destruct when you could just deal with it right now. Stop running and deal with it right now and be good, or know how to navigate in those situations. That's all I got. Whew. I done cried, laughed. It was a Sunday night dinner and convos, nurturing conversations. Tonight conversation was stop fucking running. That's what I should have put. Just stop running. You must first acknowledge, then accept and adjust. Why the fuck do you go to that job? Why the fuck are you still in that relationship? Why the fuck did you not apply to go to school? Why the fuck aren't you doing what? Ask yourself why. Look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself why. Why do you want to do a YouTube? Why do you want to do whatever the fuck you want to do? Why? Why do you want to talk to the person that you want to talk to? Is it because they handsome? Is it because they cute? Because they got money? Because they got fame or notoriety? Is it because they make you feel like you are the greatest person in the world? Is it because they buy you flowers? Is it like what? Why? Ask yourself why. That's all I got though. Remember that it is important for you to use your words. That is the only way that anyone will ever know what you are feeling and what you are thinking. I will never let a live vlog video. I got a vlog coming up too. I don't know why it is taking it so long to upload. I don't know why. But I got a vlog for today coming up. But I will never let you see my beautiful face and me not tell you to love yourself. Sometimes you gotta hug yourself. You might be wanting to hug somebody else. Sometimes you gotta hug yourself. And you gotta know yourself. You gotta know what you like, what you don't like, what you will tolerate, what you won't tolerate. You gotta stand on that 10 toes down and trust yourself. Trust that you are gonna do what's best for you. Trust that, right? Trust it. And for the love of humanity, just be your fucking self. You are welcome, time. Be your fucking self. I need you. The world needs you to be your fucking self. We need you to do that. We don't need another Whitney Houston. We don't need another LeBron. We don't need another Master P. We need you to be you. And if no one has told you in the first 10 months of 2021, I will be the first to tell you I love you. I fucking believe in you. You have everything you need to be successful right up in here. You just need to activate it. If you are on YouTube, go ahead and press that red button for subscribe. If you are on Twitch, go ahead and press that purple button for follow. Also, if you are on YouTube, you can go ahead to the community tab and vote for your favorite song that you want to hear me sing this coming Saturday. There is some good songs up there, so y'all should definitely go. Also, if you're on Twitch, hit me up on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, hit me up on Twitch. Y'all can cross platform follow me, all of that. I gotta go. I gotta finish eating, and I'm gonna come back at 11, and I'm gonna make some music every day for the next 29 days. I'm making music. I appreciate y'all. If you have a topic that you want to talk about or you want to, just converse about, hit me. Hit me on the chat. Hit me wherever. My socials are on a screen. Send me a message. I'm down to talk about whatever. I literally talk about whatever. Y'all see, I crossed a bunch of conversations. I'm gonna end it with this. Stop fucking running. Success is on the other side of fear, and just fucking live. Um, thank you, and I hope to see y'all at 11. I love you. Peace.